News 12 Connecticut's Christy Olds is here. And Christy, at this point, the family is not talking about what happened the day that Benjamin Seitz died.
Becky, Lindsey Rogers-Seitz says she is not ready to speak publicly about the events of July 7th, but she is speaking out to raise awareness about the number of children who die in hot cars every year. Rogers-Seitz says what happened to her son was truly an accident. Ridgeville police say her husband was supposed to drop Benjamin off at daycare, but instead left him in the hot car all day while he was at work. Rogers-Seitz says her family is now trying to adjust to the new version of their life.
That's Ben. This one.
A mother's joy captured in pictures.
He had the bluest eyes.
And a song.
I think, that song just kind of touched us a little bit.
Which is why Lindsey Rogers-Seitz chose to have it sung at her son Benjamin's celebration service.
I guess we're doing as well as could be expected.
15-month-old Ben died July 7th after being left in a hot car by his father.
The first few days were just kind of another world, I guess. And it ran the gamut of, just grief and anger and shock.
His mother is now on a mission to spare other families the pain her family is now experiencing.
The main message is that it can happen to anybody.
Rogers-Seitz created a website to share the gifts Ben brought to her life, but also to help with her grief.
That's kind of been my avenue and outlet recently.
She says people need to be aware of how quickly life can change.
Our life we were so happy. We truly were happy.
Rogers-Seitz still carries her son with her at all times.
It's a charm. Half of it says son and half says mother. And so I have the half that says son. I put half of it with him, and so we'll always kind of be together. He loved it. It was his favorite place.
And she can now smile when looking at his pictures.
And this is the curly hair I love so much that all my friends told me to get cut, but I didn't want to.
Rogers-Seitz hopes Ben's short life will leave a long legacy. And they'll meet again somewhere over time.
I think of, he's still here, and one day, hopefully we'll get to see him again.
Rogers-Seitz says it is not only difficult dealing with Ben's death, but also the unknown of what, if anything, is going to happen to her husband. Ridgeville police have not filed any charges against Kyle Seitz, but they are still investigating. We have a link to the family's website. It's called The Gift of Ben. You can find that at news12.com. And Tom and Becky, a child advocacy group, says 44 kids died in hot cars last year. So far this year, the number's 20.